Hey there, all of you crazy, beautiful, creepily mysterious internet people. Yes, it is I. I have returned from my little couple of week hiatus there, as I had mentioned in the last couple of videos that were uploaded here to my channel at The Vinyl Corner, which, of course, if you have not checked them out to this point, you should go back and view them and get to know me and what I do and what I cover here. And you can even go further back to This Dog Ate My Vlogs to know what I'm all about. But that aside, for those of you tuning back in, as I am resuming my post here for what will hopefully be a very video-laden next span of time here, I thought I wanted to best start things off with a little bit of a weekend preview video. But let's get started here. First, what you'll probably be seeing this week is a little bit of a backed business from just after I began my little hiatus with Record Store Day, the great day where everybody pours out to the independent record shops and supports the exclusive releases, the fun stuff that they do at these places. My personal favorite, of course, is Angry Mom Records in Ithaca, New York. I never pass up an opportunity to promote them and get their name out there because they are awesome. One of the best shops in upstate New York where you can go to. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that experience. Some of my thoughts about the day, which was a little bit different, a little bit unexpected, a little bit more of kind of humdrum in a sense, but still had some cool releases and some cool stuff going on, and I'll talk about some of those as well, which you will see in that particular video coming up probably next after this one gets uploaded. So stay tuned for that. Getting a little caught up on some archive book work, basically. And speaking of Angry Mom Records, actually, after that we will get into some of my latest vinyl music haul, as I was just there this past weekend, actually, getting to enjoy some of their new stock and some of the cool eclectic choices they had in there. Although instead of going newer or hot off the presses kind of with the artists that I usually select, I went back a little bit in time and got some very fun releases. You'll see the likes of Bob Dylan and Paul Simon and Tom Petty and some other really cool stuff that'll be in there. So that'll be a little bit of a kind of a vinyl haul video, or just talk about a bunch of classic stuff. And after that, we will go into more of an exclusive vinyl unboxing with Neil Young's A Letter Home. Now, this could very easily fit into the RSD category, the Record Store Day 2014 category, because it was an unexpected release courtesy of Jack White's Third Man Records. People had been given information and were made aware that it was coming, that it was soon to be released and out there, but nobody really knew when that was going to be. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, on Record Store Day, they dropped it, because to that point it had just basically been details of what it was about. Then all of a sudden, here it was in the world. I didn't actually spot it when I was out on RSD, but Third Man Records has had plenty of these copies of these for sale, so it is definitely worth going to check out that video to hear a little bit of some of my thoughts on that. I actually would very much like to review this in full, more of a detailed kind of a thing, but we'll get to that in a second. I will probably post a couple of bonus songs to it as well. The digital version doesn't come out properly until mid to late this month, I believe. So I want to say May 24th, somewhere in there. So I'm going to probably post a couple of tracks to that one. And I will say off the top here, just in the moment, it is really unexpected. The sound of it, it's low-grade, retro quality. And I will say that it's definitely right in the wheelhouse of Jack White's very Willy Wonka-esque personality with vinyl experimentation and stunts and things like that. But it comes off as a legitimately interesting covers album. But I won't tease that any further. You'll be able to see this video soon enough. Tune into that one. I will meet you over there for that one. And I will meet you over here for this particular one, which will actually be yet another vinyl unboxing. This was from a little bit earlier in the year, but it really registers because A, it is done by such an amazing pressing company, a company that really not only makes a conscious effort to put sound quality and overall quality first, but also has such a solid above board reputation for doing so, that it's amazing. And B, this was a release that I had known about for quite a while, and the preparation leading up to it. It had quite a lot of prep time actually, but I didn't anticipate getting it, and it actually came my way as really just such a beautiful present, just so well thought out and just well intended, and it's really just it's blown me away because it's been such an important record in my life from one of my favorite artists, and to be given something like this with as rare as it was and just as nice as this is really just really special. And that's going to be just a really excellent video because we're going to talk about Ryan Adams with Love Is Hell, which includes the the original masters to all the original tracks, the original solo for Shadowlands, which has inspired some mini music fanatic controversy, and it has the bonus tracks included on vinyl for the first time. So definitely stay tuned for that. There will be some bonus songs and a lot of conversation on that. Maybe it would be something to to review, despite it being a little bit of an older record. But I'm a big Ryan Adams fan, so it would definitely be right up my alley. So keep it here for definitely a good smattering of that, as well as the Neil Young A Letter Home thing. And for the last thing I want to talk about here in the little this little week in preview video here, as we get coursing along, is a new segment that I had left the door open to when I originally started this channel. Obviously, I call this channel the Vinyl Corner because music and vinyl is a big part of what I do here, but I also created this channel with the view in mind that if something else, other ideas, cool stuff to review came up, that I would go out and I would do it. I would try it out, see what happens, see what people think, and I wanted to try this. I got the idea yesterday acquiring these books actually, and I thought, well, if there was some interest out there, because they are both very recent titles, maybe people would get into it and get some cool reading done in the meantime, which I've been meaning to get back to. And I'm not really sure how to segue into this, so we're just going to start with I Never Met a Story I Didn't Like, Mostly True Tall Tales by the musician, raconteur, amateur jokester, all of the above, man, musician, person, Todd Snyder, which I had just been recently referred to, and I'm liking so far what I am hearing about this particular book, what I've read about it, reading the back jacket here, kind of just funny, novel-esque, weird, fun stuff, which is just right up my alley, quite honestly. So we'll talk a little bit more about that in a video proper for it. I'm not going to get too deeply invested in that right now, but this is the Todd Snyder book. The other book I want to talk about is The Divide, American Injustice in the Age of the Wealth Gap by Matt Taibbi. And a political angle is not really something I've ever covered in depth on YouTube. I never really even blogged about it, really talked about it. I tend to keep that very close to the chest. Politics and people's views and belief systems and all of that, are their own, and I completely and utterly respect those. So usually that's something I leave alone. But in this case, I really respect Matt Taibbi's work as a journalist, myself as an aspiring writer, and the things that I have done, and I really just appreciate what he's done in the field of journalism, and it would be, I think, really cool to maybe talk about this as we go along, and do a little bit of a review on it at the end. If anybody has any ideas on it, I'm just kind of throwing it out there, just kind of, throwing the gum to the wall and seeing if it sticks. But, maybe we'll just, do a little intro on both, talk a little bit more about them, and maybe go through a couple chapters, talk about each one a little bit more, some thoughts, some ideas, if people are interested in that. I definitely want to close this video off right now, but just before I do want to say that I would also like to optimally have a couple of proper music reviews come out this week. Of course, I mentioned Neil Young with A Letter Home would be excellent, but I'm also eyeing up the excellent Damon Albarn record, Everyday Robots. To anybody around me right now who knows me musically and what I like to talk about, that record has just been one I can't stop raving about. So I really would like to get to that very soon, in fact. And I would also like to talk about the new Sharon Van Etten record, Are We There?, which is out in the world, and I would like to talk about that a little bit early. So keep it here for that stuff. We got great reviews: Neil Young, Damon Albarn, Sharon Van Etten, some book stuff, Matt Taibbi, Todd Snyder. We've got vinyl unboxings for Ryan Adams' Love Is Hell, for Neil Young's A Letter Home. We've got recaps and hauls of old music, some RSD music, some stuff to catch up on. So many great things to be watching out for here. It's a long week in preview video, but that is because I've been away for 2 weeks or so, and it is time to get back into all the material I have in front of me. So keep it here, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for adding a couple of new subscribers there. Thank you for yelling at me a little bit for absolutely no reason, which was just funny, and that gave me a good laugh at like 2 in the morning. And just thank you for tuning in. If you feel free to, you want to support the channel, you're new here, whatever, subscribe. Feel free to leave comments, suggestions, anything of the above. Feel free to, if you see ads around these videos or this video or whatever, feel free to click them to support your dopey, foolish host who needs every penny he can manage to scrounge his poor little hands upon. And mostly just keep it here because there will be lots of fun, cool, new stuff right in the next few moments, in fact, as it gets uploaded this week. So keep it here. Thank you for watching. Taking the world by storm in 2014, guys. Thank you.